Hello everybody, welcome back to Eau de Treasure, EDT. This is my channel, I'm Steven. I collect fragrances in Japan. I go online, I go to vintage shops, I look for discontinued, vintage, rare, interesting fragrances. Sometimes I buy modern fragrances, but not in this video. You're going to see something that is truly a vintage fragrance. This is probably 40 years old, 30 or 40 years old, from the designer Cardin. Pierre Cardin. This is probably the first Cardin fragrance that I'm showing on my channel. Looked interesting, looked old, it was cheap, and I bought it. Let's see if it's any good. This is called Pierre Cardin, or Cardin de Pierre Cardin. I don't know. Let's go take a look at the bottle and let's see how it smells. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we got some bonus gifts. Some bonuses included in this. You put tape on the outside so it doesn't slide around inside the envelope. I guess that's a good idea. All right, first, I don't know what this is. This looks like some kind of a pouch. Two pouches, all right, with a strap. That's weird. Is this meant for like the cologne goes in here? I don't know. I think he showed it in the listing, he or she. And I didn't know what it was, and I still kind of don't know what it is. This is old and delicate, so much so that I have to be careful how I open this thing up. There are times where you get something where it's taped and packed up so good that it like damages the goods when you try to open it up. And caps are coming off and stuff like that, so let's do this carefully. All right, let's see what we got here. Hard to see, huh? Let me hold it in the light so you can see it. Cardin de Pierre Cardin Eau de Toilette. So I looked these up, of course, on Fragrantica. This fragrance came out in 1976, so this started before me. I was born a little bit later than that. And the bottle looks pretty cool. It has this little glass bubble or glass bump on it, if you see it when you look at it like that. And let's see how full they are. Okay, so one of them is full, and the other one looks like it's about, what, 80% full. Let's take a look at the bottle of the full one here. So the label or the printing is a little bit faded. That makes sense. I'm guessing this is from the 80s. Let's see if it's from the 90s. I think it's discontinued. I don't think that this is still in production. Let me know in the comments, guys, what do you know about this fragrance, Cardin de Pierre Cardin? I guess that's the Cardin symbol or logo. Pierre Cardin, Paris, 10407. Eau de Toilette. And this is a 45 ml bottle, 83,5 with the circle. So this could be pre-1980, because after 1980, it went to the percentage sign. Wow, wouldn't that be cool if this is from the 70s? Japanese sticker, 75 ml. This is an old Japanese sticker. And I guess this one, same deal all around. 10407. It's the same numbers, right? Yeah, the same numbers. The original owner used this one. What's left is to spray it and see what it smells like. Let's look at the vintage spray cap. It's a white plastic cap, and it doesn't have the ridges in it. You know what I'm talking about? The old 80s ones that has the ridges in it, like the old Estee Lauder for men. It's just the smooth white cap. Let's give a spray on the right hand here and see what this fragrance smells like. And I didn't tell you something about this that I know. I believe this is a lady's fragrance. I think this is marketed for women. Let's give this one a smell, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. Great vintage stuff. Yes, it is feminine fragrance. It is lady leaning, but it still smells great. I mean, these days, like, fragrances are unisex, the ones that are really sweet. This is like a vintage ladies chypre. This is like a ladies powerhouse fragrance from the 70s or 80s. I'm gonna read you off the notes. The top notes: aldehydes, clove, caraway, bergamot, and citruses. In the middle notes: ylang-ylang, rose, jasmine, oak, Virginia cedar. And in the base notes: amber, civet, oak moss, French, labdanum, sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. Actually, Fragrantica lists the note as civetta, but I think it's just civet. I don't know what the difference is between civet and civetta. I can smell the aldehydes. I can smell that rugged, the oak moss and the civet, which gives it that animalic touch. Man, this is just a classic. It smells beautiful. It probably smells very similar to what it did 30 or 40 years ago. I'd say this is at least 40 years old. Maybe this is 45 years old. I'd say this is definitely pre-1984. And you know what it smells like? According to Fragrantica, the thumbs up is a classic ladies fragrance from the 80s, and I happen to have it. I think you guys know what I'm going to pull out right now. If you can guess what this smells like, I've shown this on my channel, another famous ladies fragrance from the 80s that is also kind of like a feminine chypre fragrance. If you're guessing Giorgio Armani EDT, you would be right. So supposedly this is similar to this. Going to give my left hand a spray right here and see how it smells. The sprayer is not really that great, this little built-in sprayer, but it works. Got enough on my hand. This stuff is really powerful. This is like a 10 or 12 hour fragrance. I wonder how long this will last. Okay, I've been smelling these for a few minutes now, just walking around as they're drying down, and they are quite similar. This one is a little bit more floral, a little bit more powdery, and I find these to be a little bit more rugged, a little bit more animalic. I swear, these probably could be worn by guys today. But these are really old school. I don't think anybody under 30 could be wearing stuff like this and going out, because it really does remind you of a woman from the 70s or the 80s. As I've said before in videos, as I was growing up, I might remember or associate teachers or women in my life that might smell like this. My mother used to have a perfume that she wore, but it wasn't anything like this. I'm trying to remember what she liked. I think she liked something called Giorgio, but that was from Giorgio Beverly Hills, I believe. It wasn't this Giorgio. Anyway, pretty cool fragrance find. What are these worth? I don't know. I have to look on eBay right now and see what these things are worth. I'll tell you what I paid for them. I paid about $13. $13 and change for these two. That's one of the reasons why I grabbed it. Nobody's buying it in Japan. It's a forgotten fragrance. As I said, let me know in the comments what you know about this Cardin, the Pierre Cardin. All right, I just looked on eBay. These aren't really anything that expensive. I think these are going for maybe around $50 for a vintage one of this size. This one is probably worth $50. Maybe this one's worth like $20 or $30. So these together, I would just say like maybe $60 for these together, and that's all right. I paid $13 for them. Glad I have them. It's a nice addition to the collection. These classic ladies powerhouse fragrances. What'd you think of the video, guys? I hope you enjoyed it, guys or girls, whoever's watching. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. I appreciate it, and subscribe if you want to see more discontinued, vintage, rare, interesting fragrances on this eaudetreasure channel. I upload videos every couple days. I keep buying this stuff. I can't stop. I'm addicted. I need to go to Fragrance Anonymous and kick this addiction. Leave me a comment down below about these fragrances if you're a big fan or you want to share any information about them. Really appreciate it, guys. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.